So Claude just dropped Claude Design by Anthropic Labs, and although I'm pretty stoked, there's a lot of people who are shaking in their boots about this, and you're about to find out why. So with this, we can make prototypes, slides, and one-pagers simply by talking directly to Claude. And Opus 4.7 was also just released, which they now have as the powerhouse behind this whole thing. So on this main homepage, we can create prototypes, do a wireframe or high fidelity. A wireframe is just going to be testing, right? No colors, fonts, logos. We're not really using the branding. It's just more of this goes here, that goes there. High fidelity, on the other hand, is going to be a lot closer to the actual final product. Then we have our slide deck. This is where we can create full presentations. Then we have from template. I'm assuming this is going to be either from their library of templates at some point or templates that we save and create on our own. And then what you'll notice is they have this thing called design system. And what a design system usually is everything we were just talking about. The colors, fonts, branding that you use in your brand and your design system that you'd want to use in your website, right? Your pitch deck, everything that we'd be creating here with Claude Design. So in this first bit, we can just give it a small blurb of information about our business. So in this case, we'll just say Dylan Automates Pro. Link to my communities in the description, by the way. Then we can also provide examples of our design system and products. So instead, we're just going to use Claude. Generate me a unique modern brand design system so that I can upload it to Claude Design. I really like sleek blue, black, white, and pick a really nice typography. Give me an entire document. Okay, we'll let that generate. And now it's actually going to read a front-end design skill that I'd already uploaded to Claude, which is awesome. I just dragged in a very simple logo. I went over to Claude. So we have the colors, fonts, buttons, everything that we would need in order to build out a proper landing page. So I've uploaded these and now I've given it some notes. And remember, with this, we're just building out the design system so it can lock in that context for our projects moving forward. So let's click on continue to generation. It finally completed loading. So let's upload these fonts that I just downloaded. As it's loading, it's cool because we can see every single step. Create preview cards for design systems, build UI kit for marketing site, build UI kit for member dashboard. And it's still just doing that based off of this file that I provided it with. And now it's registering that font. So for this, we're using plus Jakarta Sans. And then we have some things to approve right here. So it's giving us the logo mockups. So I'm just going to say it needs work. And then it's giving us colors to approve. So it's giving us the neutrals. I'll say yes, looks good. Blue accent, yes, looks good. And here's something to keep an eye out for. This says displays and headings. This is not the correct font. It's completely ignoring it entirely. Okay, so I just corrected the font and now it's finally giving me good fonts. Okay, here we go. I think it's building out an entire custom platform for us. Okay, we have do's and don'ts. Okay, voice and tone. Buttons, these need work. I'm not really sure what's going on there. That was supposed to be an arrow, but we'll just say it looks good. For the demo, we'll just say that looks good. Marketing site, we'll say that looks good as well. And then the dashboard. However, one thing that I completely failed on was the typography. I'll check back with you guys when it's done. There we go. Woohoo! Okay, so after swearing at it to change everything over, it told me to refresh the page. So I refreshed the page and now it has the correct typography everywhere, which is fantastic. Really weird because I definitely did upload the fonts. If we come over here to design files, you can actually see the files that we've uploaded. So like the logo, the fonts, and we can also see the files that it's actually rendering and changing and creating for us. All here nicely organized. But back over in design system, you basically just want to go through all these and check on them, make sure it's good. If it needs work, we'll just send that message here, basically just prompting it to change each element, which I really like how they break everything down for us, because if you want to do this in something like Figma or any other platform, it's kind of difficult to just piece everything together and have it all in one place like this. We can just go through here. Hey, I hate this font. I hate this. Member dashboard, change this color. And it's as simple as sending a prompt. So this is a massive time save. I like this. I'm just going to keep clicking that everything looks good. And then I can just keep going through anything that might need our review. And now it says new design using this system, so we can actually create something. The other reason why I love that it's all broken up like this is because when we're trying to plan for a build, if you've used Claude Code to build a website before, what happens? It sends you something on the local host and you have to go view it and it uses up a bunch of tokens. And now you're sitting there wondering how Claude just blew through your entire weekly token budget. So with this, it's nice because we can have those iterations ahead of time and have a better planning phase so that when it is time to now go into that real design, it already has everything that it needs. Especially if you're actually making changes to the logic and the functionalities, you waste so many tokens when it goes and boots everything up for you on a local host. And now you go and test it and you figure out, oh, there's a complete misconception with what you thought was being built and what Claude Code built. So now you need to completely rewire the entire logic and you end up wasting all of your credits. But here we're just going through those little micro steps every step of the way. And then we're perfecting everything before we actually go live. And now it says your team's new design projects will use this design system by default, and that we can always update the design system simply by using chat over here, which is awesome. So let's click into new design using this system. Let's actually create something. So again, here we have your designs. We have examples. Wow. Okay, so we have a globe loader, app onboarding, iridescent card. So these are the examples of what we can design. Let's just start with something simple. We'll start with a slide deck, and we have this little drop-down menu that actually gives us the options of our design system, which is pretty cool. So if you create a bunch of them, or you have a bunch of different clients, a bunch of different brand guidelines and design systems, we can just switch between all of them right here. So let's click on create. I just dropped in a PDF for my presentation on why entrepreneurs should most definitely be using Claude Code. Make this extremely professional, profound, have insane designs, make it look incredibly impressive. Okay, that's a pretty shocking prompt, but let's just see what it does. So how long is the presentation? Let's just say 10 slides. Okay, this is next level. Who's in the room? Entrepreneurs, community members, investors. Let's do entrepreneurs, tone balance, blunt, uppercase, zero fluff, softer, mainstream business professionals. No, we got to go all the way. Visual ambition, restrained, push it, make everything a moment. Which content deserves a bigger hero slide? Decide for me, do everything for me, Claude, and continue. So it planned out the deck. You can see the 10 different slides it's going to create. We have the deck stage as our script, and hopefully all this looks on brand. Okay, and it just completed it. It looks okay. And if we actually look over here on the left, it ran into a couple different errors, especially with the font and the text. I'm not really sure if they had some kind of like typography bug going on right now, probably because it just came out today or yesterday. But over here, we have these options where we can select upper or normal sentence, which is cool. And if we flip through here, this is not bad, especially this. This looks really good. If you've ever tried to build any kind of presentation with Claude, you know that sometimes it just comes out looking quite shitty. And the beauty is, remember, this isn't just Claude delivering this to us on a plate saying, here you go. It actually allows us to build with it. So we can click edit, and then we can just go in here and edit the text. And then we can select on here and edit everything over here to the right. So it's awesome for customization. And if we look down here where it says send and queue, I just queued that, and then I can tell it to change this or add something, which I guess is pretty cool. They also have this present button. So we can just go ahead and present full screen right here in this tab and go step by step, which is pretty awesome. The main benefit is if you're using something like Canva, for example, to create these presentations, you can't just send a full document of information and then say, hey, go create a slide deck on this, go create a presentation. It simply can't do that right now. Claude Code is going to be the best of the best, right? And any AI models that you're using are going to be powered by Claude anyways. So the fact that we can just send all this information to Claude, have it make what we want, and then directly communicate with it saying, I think that looks terrible, change it. It saves us a bunch of time. So now let's go back to home. I'm really curious to see what it would look like if we wanted to create a landing page. So let's just say that we're creating a landing page for a live webinar. Let's use the same brand design to create a live webinar landing page that is happening this weekend. There we go. Same thing. So webinar topic, we're going to do AI automation. When is it? Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Who's hosting? Dylan Solo. And then it gives us all these different options. So price, access, page length. This is where we're starting to really bleed into Claude can kind of do anything. We're just asking it to build out a landing page for a specific event, and suddenly it already knows to ask us all these questions because it knows exactly the kind of context for something like a webinar. If you really think about the different horizons that we can apply this to, this is the sole reason why, like I said, it's better than Canva, it's better than any other tool because it has that intelligence element added onto it. It's not just taking your information and formatting it, it's actually using intelligence to then ask you, it's almost like you're using a collaborative partner. What do you want changed here? Which sections need to appear? How much urgency? Extremely detailed. Okay, and it just finished up. Quick tip. You might see the typography or the font look like I don't know what it's called. I think it's like sans serif or something. Whatever the typography is of the default Claude font, you're going to see that as it's going. It just needs to process through that before it can actually add your brand kit. So I didn't know that. You'll see all the steps that it's going through over here on the left. Just keep that in mind. So we also have this little pop-up here. And with this, we can actually change the date, which is cool. It gives us the ability to change it. So it says event start local, seats left. So I can change this. And right here, you can see that the seats remaining are changing in correlation to what I'm doing here. So the accent, electric, I like that. Indigo, electric, royal, and then uppercase and sentence, of course. We can always change that. I always like keeping things in uppercase, and then we can change that. This has me really thinking, like, how creative could we get? How many more elements could I add? But that's going to be something for you to test out. Not only is this great if we're trying to build a landing page, but it's also super cool if you already have a website and then you want to create separate pages on your website, or you want to create a landing page for a specific event like this, and you want everything to be branded. With Claude, you can do that very easily. Now, how would we actually make this live? Well, if we click the export here, we have exports PDF. It looks like the only option that we could use is download project as zip. So let's just download this and give it to Claude. So I just drag this in and I'm going to say deploy to Vercel. And that's how I make it live. The exact same ways I've shown you in other videos where we simply make a push to GitHub and then Vercel grabs that and deploys it automatically. And all you have to do is send a single message to Claude Code. So in my personal opinion, I'm extremely impressed overall. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And again, if you're serious about automating your lead gen, content creation, and ads, I'll leave a link to my paid community down in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one.